Lucy, I'm naked.
I'm nude.
I don't know what to do with my new naked
What
self.
happened here?
Ooh, what happened here? Anyway.
Damn it. What are you
How am I
doing
supposed to talk to
inside?
this guy if he's broken?
Listen carefully. I don't know if
Get
you
out.
heard, but the emergency conservation protocol is on.
There we go, I'm in now.
To the right.
Aha! Victory!
A group of live
Ah,
objects.
how'd you get the pants? Tell me.
I'm not telling you how to get the pants.
I can't pick them up. I don't know how.
Aliens! Lucy,
Yeah, man.
we're in trouble. Sound the alarm. You will not take my pants!
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
They're like ticks. Space ticks.
Space ticks must...
Oh, my God, they're actually kind of hard to kill.
I know.
This is actually pretty good. I like this. I got him.
Boxes are everywhere.
Dude, this is
I'm
sick.
not
I like
going
this so
to
far. What do you
touch
think?
these barrels
Combat.
anymore.
Be good.
I'm not being optimistic yet.
Keep shooting, boys. He's almost dead. Yeah. Oh shit, this is
Oh, what the
items.
fuck? Hey guys, this is jc.exe here, and this is going to be my Project Genome review. Hope you guys enjoyed the first little intro there. To me, that kind of sums up the whole feel of what the current state of the game is, and I'll explain a little bit more as we go along. So let's go ahead and get to it. So for the gameplay, Project Genome is a third-person MMO non-target RPG shooter. Something akin to what a lot of people are comparing it to is the Defiance game. So as far as I can tell, the gunplay it's okay. It's basic. It's very basic. In the beginning, when you start, the aliens jump at you, and it makes you go ooh and ah, and there's a lot of stuff all over the place for you to click on, lots of information, quests, and everything starts to unravel as soon as you leave that starting area. You go from clicking everything in the rooms to finding rooms with nothing in them as soon as you leave that area and start exploring the world. And also that alien that was jumping at you, well, now you're going to be just dealing with basic AI just kind of coming straight at you, and the AI with guns, now that's even more funny. They have to get within range of you, which is a short distance, and then you can just backpedal and get out of their range and still shoot them, and then they'll just die, and there's no challenge whatsoever. So there's no challenge whatsoever in the game in its current state. Now, I don't know if they'll ever add it, but there is no cover system. It's just stand and shoot. You can't crouch or anything. You can jump. However, jumping feels a bit floaty, and there is no fall damage. You can jump from the highest distance you can, and so far I haven't been able to cause any damage to myself. Now, another minor detail is there's also a lot of invisible walls. If I want to go and jump into a Sarlacc pit-looking monster and just have it eat me just to see if it does, I want to do it. But no, there's an invisible wall. You can't go anywhere that you want. So for an open-world game to have invisible walls is kind of backwards, don't you think? Now, I'm sure they'll add more servers, but right now there's also a lot of lag. A lot of people are trying to get in the game all at the same time, and I don't think they were expecting that to have such a large amount of popularity. But if you look at their page, they're showing a lot. This is a very, very ambitious game, and it hits the right spot for a lot of people who are into spacefaring exploration RPG games. And if that's what you're looking for, you might want to hold off for just a moment. Alright, so let's get into the content. Let's talk about the questing. When you first get in that game, you're going to notice there's tons of stuff to click on. They're all represented by this eye symbol. Now, not all of them are useful. A lot of it's just dialogue junk. And then the rest of it is going to be the actual quests. So you can't tell what's the difference between a quest or a quest item or what's just random nonsense. Now, when you do get a quest, it goes to your journal. You do get a quest tracker, if the quest tracker decides it wants to work. I have spent most of my time on that game trying to find one little item in a huge area that it's trying to tell me to go to. And like, for example, you're gonna see a lot of people at the beginning of the game always asking, hey, where's that last screw? You get a quest to go look for screws for one of the NPCs. You gotta find 4 of them. That last one, I can't find it. Where is it? There's no indication on the map where it's at. And the quest trackers are gonna give you this big location to look for a needle in a haystack. And sometimes, if you're really lucky, the quest tracker doesn't track anything for you. And it tells you to go meet with Jim, or whoever it wants to go to meet you with. And it's not gonna have them on the map. You're gonna have no clue where they're at. You're just gonna stumble across them if you're lucky. You'll also open up the map, and you'll notice that the map, the open area, it looks like it's half done. Like half the map just isn't there. It's sliced right in half. So maybe they'll come out with the other half here soon. Who knows? Hopefully that becomes something extra, and there becomes a little bit more for you to do. So I have dabbled around with the crafting system a bit. It's pretty straightforward. There's not a lot to it right now. There's only like one little thing I currently can make, and you collect these items from various monsters. You'll look at the items, you need to kind of read what type they are to make sure they line up. For example, you need 2 hard armor plate and 1 tissue. Now that's going to be based off of chitin and tissue items, so you have to kind of read the descriptions and put in the right items there. And then there's a chance of failure when you go to create the item, so make sure you collect a lot of it and then just give it a shot and see how you go. I didn't have much luck with it, so I just kind of gave up. Now the skill tree looks very overwhelming when you first open it up. There's a lot there, but there's only a few categories that actually work that you can actually level up. And within those is the weapons. You have pistols and you have rifles. And there's also a weapon one that you can go put points into. Nothing else I saw you could put points into, but maybe there's something missing that I don't know about, like a prerequisite. But as far as I can tell, those aren't a thing. I haven't seen any shotguns, I haven't seen any sniper rifles or anything yet. Now, also, there's only the armor sets that you can put points into, and that's for commando, tactics, and assault. So it's kind of like the tank. One's probably going to be more of the kinetic damage, one's probably going to be more like utility type of items. And then to level up armor and weapons, it's a separate level altogether. That's done by shooting and also receiving damage from monsters. So you have 2 things you have to level up. And for each one of those, you can spider out and help buff those particular weapon sets and armor sets. But right now the skills, there's actually activating skills that do not work at this time. So all those other categories that you'll see on there are currently nothing you can use, and you cannot level them up. Now I do believe there's ATVs available for players as they mount a vehicle to ride, but I have not seen them yet. I've only seen the ones that are displayed in the main town by the NPCs. A lot of people are also going to be wondering if this game currently has any PvP. There is no PvP. I heard it's planned. I don't have a lot of information about it. I really hope they work that out so some people have another thing that they can use their time with in their game. Now there is the social aspect of the game. They have a global chat. You can talk to everybody on one chat within the game. And also there is a team invite function. You just type /invite in the player's name. However, there is no indication or any reticle that shows you, hey, this is them. So it's still very difficult to find your friend in the game when everybody looks the same. There's also a guild function. They're called syndicates. You can access that through the same top right corner of your character sheet, and it just costs 10,000 credits to make one. So this game is chocked full of bugs, both literally and functionally. I mean, it is alpha. I can understand. It's fine. Not a big deal. But it is funny when you see things that you can clip through. You can see floating naked people at the start, spawn-in bug. There's also teleporting critters. You'll be shooting at them, and all of a sudden it just appears to the left or right, and it just starts teleporting all over the place, which is probably due to the lag, due to the increased population on their servers. And also, there's a thing I was experiencing, like at the beginning of my video, where I'm making fun of everyone gathered around that mound shooting it for a loot pinata. Sometimes it doesn't appear. It'll be there. You'll see people shooting it, and you'll see the loot spray out once it dies, but you can't physically see it. And the loot pinata system is pretty funny. It reminds me of Diablo 2. You kill it, and then it's a free-for-all for anyone who can grab whatever's come out. So make sure your inventory is empty because your inventory is very, very small. You're very limited with your weapons and armor categories. Also to note, there is no death penalty, and it makes for a great form of quick travel to get back to the main town. So graphics and audio. The graphics in this game are not the prettiest. Your character looks alright for the character model. He does have a lot of movement in his arms. The reload looks like it's actually a functioning reload for the weapons. The AI are very stiff. There's not a lot of movement out of the AI, and there's a lot of floating assets. You'll see floating AI on top of floating spawning players and all sorts of floating everything. I can't give much praise to the audio. The voice acting is pretty bad for your main character. It is funny though, listening to some of the things it says with that heavy Russian accent, but it's pretty bad when a camera from the beginning of the tutorial has a better voice actor than your main character.
The emergency conservation protocol is on.
Sushi rolls are food for birds. Do they have meat?
Really don't.
Sushi rolls are food for birds. So the music is very plain and boring. What I ended up doing, for most part, is just turning off the sound of the game entirely. There is no audio section in their options, so I had to do it through Windows and down in my task manager and the mixer and just turn it right off and then just throw on a YouTube playlist. And the gun sounds, they don't sync up properly to the shots.
I have to reload like more than I should sometimes.
So in conclusion, I would recommend saving your money on this one. Give it some time, see what they do. They've just released it. They're going to get a huge influx of players. They're going to get a lot more money. What are they going to do with this money? I don't know yet. They have a very ambitious plan. When I start seeing more things like space travel and base building like they have advertised, I'll be probably taking another look at this game as well. They also need to get more customization and a better functioning game to handle the lag. I also don't find much entertainment out of loot mounds where I'm waiting for the loot to basically pop out of this dirt mound spawn of a boss and having to fight other people for the loot in order to get an upgrade like it's Diablo 2. And if you guys are still interested and would like to support the game, it's going to be about $17 to $20 on Steam. I'll see you guys next time. I'm the one that looks like you.
So many us. There's so many.
Stop moving.
What?
Stop moving.
I don't see you.
I'm pointing the gun at you.
Son of a bitch.
I found you. I found you.
How's this gonna go?
I got a bounty on you. Hey. Watch it now.
Watch it.
You're worth a lot of money up in.
You're fucking me.
Yeah, but they'll know it's you. You got that barcode thing on the back of your neck. We hook you up.
Okay. Okay, let's put the guns down.
No!
Go.
Alright, same time.
Okay.
I said it. Okay, alright, we're good. Put it down.
There we go.